Good evening, Center for Effective Living community. It's Valerie Ling here, clinical psychologist, director, founder for the Center for Effective Living, or the Up Center. Let me get centered here today. Centered. Not only am I centering myself on my mobile phone, I'm also going to give you a first-hand experience today of what it's like for a psychologist to visit the dentist. I do speak to dentists in my work with burnout prevention, and I'm always saying to them that I understand what it's like. Well, I don't understand what it's like, but my understanding of their situation is theirs is a job where not very many people are happy to walk into their room, and then there they are with no real human contact as they're doing their job, because they're basically staring at someone's mouth wide open and very often in agony or looking very uncomfortable. And then the patient often wants to run out the door and may not even say thank you, but may just not even have had the moment or time or presence of mind to get over what they've just been through. So dentists, by and large, it's a stressful job because, well, very few people actually like to go and see them. And yes, I am one of those people, though I understand the plight of my dentist colleagues and the person who takes care of my teeth. It is not exactly celebration time when it's time to go to the dentist. So today I went for my 6-monthly check, and I'm sitting in the seat and I'm thinking, I'm a psychologist. I'm going to use all of my psychology tricks to get through this experience. Now, I'm not quite sure what it was about my dentist today, but the discomfort and the pain was slightly higher than usual. I'm still going to go back to my dentist because past experience has told me that this is a somewhat unique situation today where I felt slightly more pain. So I did what any person in a dentist chair would do when they're experiencing pain. I started to tense up my muscles, and I started to try to avoid. Don't think about it, don't think about it, don't think about it, don't think about it. That's my first instinct as I was feeling the pain. Try not to think about it, look somewhere else. Oh, maybe let's go through all the flags by alphabetical order if you can. It didn't work because obviously my body kept saying to me, I'm in pain. No matter how much you try to distract yourself and avoid the situation, you cannot run away from the sensation. Which then made me realize that perhaps the better technique for me to use as I was in the chair with nowhere to go and only having my mind as my resource to manage this pain was to switch into mindfulness. Now, here's one of those things where you hear mindfulness, you might have come across it and you think, mindfulness, oh yes, I've heard about that. But the practice of mindfulness in a situation like this is actually quite powerful. So I switched my mind over to mindfulness, and rather than avoiding the pain, I actually brought my mind to actually be aware and accepting. I could almost feel or see the psychological vision going from running away to coming back to my poor body that was going through dentist pain and saying, I'm here. I'm accepting, I'm aware of this, of what is going on. And so the first thing that happened was to bring back an awareness to the pain. And then my mind started to say, now that we're aware, it's time to catastrophize. This has never happened before. Why is it so painful? Something must be wrong. Maybe it's the equipment. Maybe there's something wrong with my teeth. Oh my gosh, the pain is just going to get worse. Ha ha! I realized that by bringing back the attention to the pain, my mind wasn't staying in awareness and acceptance mode. It was actually beginning to analyze and evaluate and catastrophize. A simple acknowledgement to say that, yes, it is uncomfortable, and yes, there are feelings of anxiety, but just bring back the awareness to a non-evaluative, non-judgmental space and just accept. From that point, I engage in a body scan mindfulness, which basically starts with, once you accept and are aware of where that discomfort is, to move your sensory focus and experience and mindfulness to the other parts of the body so that your whole body is brought into awareness. So I started with my toes. The dentist did tell me that they were new seats. So that actually gave me a great opportunity to use some mindfulness to have a feel of how my feet and toes were feeling on this new plush chair that he had got. And so starting from the toes, just being mindful, being aware of the touch, the softness, the coolness, how my feet were sinking in, and all the while relaxing deep and breathing into my toes, really breathing in and all the way up to my body. Now, every now and again, it would come back up to my teeth because I would feel a jab or a poke. And again, it was just breathing in and being aware and just accepting, of course, that's there, that's going to be there. This is what dentists do. And breathing into that. And then again, bringing my mind's focus back to where I was in my body scan at that point in time. So I'm happy to report that mindfulness for me worked today. It's not just something that I say to do, but in particular, when you're dealing with discomfort and pain, mindfulness with a body scan can be a really powerful way of just integrating your whole view, your whole sensory experience of your whole body, and not just having being fixated or judgmental or catastrophizing or getting really down and negative in the part that is the focal point of the pain. So I just wanted to leave you with my personal experience today with being at the dentist, going through a body scan for mindfulness. Have a great day.